Hello students, myself Aarti Sharma. Today I am going to teach you chapter number 3rd, class 9th, atoms and molecules. My topic is chemical formulae. To understand chemical formulae, first of all you have to understand the valency. What is the valency? The combining capacity of element is called valency, or valency of ion is equal to the charge on it. Whatever the charge on the element, that is also called the valency. For understanding this, I am taking here example of sodium. The atomic number of sodium is 11. So what is the electronic configuration? 2, 8 and 1. Now how many electrons are present there in outermost shell of sodium? Here is only 1 electron. To make it balance, what we have to do? To make it stable, not valence, to make it stable, we are doing here, if we are losing 1 electron or we are gaining 7 electrons. So which is most easiest to us? To lose 1 electron is most easiest to us. So we have to lose 1 electron from here and then getting here stable configuration 2 and 8. Now that is stable configuration. But when we are losing here 1 electron, we are getting here positive charge on sodium. Why we get here positive charge? Because to make it stable, we are losing 1 electron from the electronic configuration of sodium. Then we get the electronic configuration 2, 8, and on sodium we are getting here positive charge. When we give the electron to other, when we remove the electron, we are getting here positive charge always. Okay. After sodium, we are taking the example of magnesium. What is the atomic number of magnesium? That is 12. Now how to write the electronic configuration of magnesium? That is 2, 8, then 2. Now how many electrons are present there in the outermost shell of magnesium? There is only 2 electrons. So how to make it stable? By losing 2 electrons or by gaining 6 electrons. So which is most easiest to us? We have to lose 2 electrons from here to get the stable configuration, that is most easiest to us. So we are losing 2 electrons and getting the electronic configuration, that is 2, 8. Now again we are getting here positive charge on magnesium. But how many positive charge? We are getting here 2 positive. Why 2 positive? Because we are losing 2 electrons from here. To make magnesium stable, we are losing 2 electrons from here. That's why we are getting here Mg2 plus charge. Where we get the positive charge, we call that cation. Okay. When cation is formed, when we are giving the electron to other, then on that time we are getting the positive charge. We call that cation. Now we are taking the example of next element, that is chlorine. Now what is the atomic number of chlorine? That is 17. Now write the electronic configuration of chlorine, that is 2, 8 and 7. Now how many electrons are present there in the outermost shell of chlorine? There is 7 electrons. So to make it stable, what we are doing here? If we are gaining 1 electron or we are losing 7 electrons. So which is most easiest? Here we gain 1 electron, that is most easiest to us. Okay. So after gaining 1 electron, we are making here electronic configuration 2, 8, 8. When 8 electrons are coming here, means the configuration is stable. But on chlorine we get here now negative charge. Why negative? Because here we are gaining electron. When we are gaining the electron, on that time we are putting here negative charge. When we are getting negative charge, we call that anion. Okay. This is all about the valency. In valency, you know what are cation, where you get the positive charge, that are cation, where you get the negative charge, that are anion. In cation, that should be monovalent, bivalent and trivalent. Same in anion, that should also monovalent, bivalent and trivalent. Here M stands for monovalent, B stands for bivalent and T stands for trivalent. Same in anion, mono, bi and trivalent. Monovalent are those cation where you get the positive charge, single positive charge. No need to write one with single charge. Where you get the single positive charge, you call that monovalent. H plus, K plus, Na plus, Ag plus, NH4 plus, all are getting the single positive charge. For bivalent, where you get the positive charge with 2 plus 2 charge, where you call that bivalent. Where you get plus 3 charge, you get that trivalent. After that, on anion side, same. Where you get the negative single charge, that is monovalent. Where you get the negative 2 charge, we call that bivalent. Where you get the negative 3 charge, you call that trivalent. This table is in your book also on page number 37. You have to learn that to understand how to write the chemical formula. Now, how to write the chemical formula? For writing that, first of all, we are taking the example of water. When you are taking the example of water, you just remind in your mind which two elements are present there in water. One is hydrogen and second is oxygen. Now from this chart, check that what is the valency of hydrogen? H plus, only 1 plus. So you have to write here the valency of hydrogen. And what is the valency of oxygen? That is 2 negative. So write here minus 2. Now what you do? You have to crisscross here. Okay. When you are doing crisscross, what you do? You have to write the valency of second element with first element and the valency of first element with second element. This is the way to write the this is the way to write the chemical formula. So write here H2O. Now this is the chemical formula of water. Next example I am taking here sodium chloride. Again you have to remind that which two elements are present here. One is sodium and second is chloride. What is the symbol of sodium? That is Na, and for chloride Cl. Now check the valency of sodium. From here Na plus means only plus 1 charge, and for chlorine from here Cl negative means minus 1 charge. Now do crisscross. On crisscrossing, what will we get here? Na1. You have to write the valency of second one with the first element. Then Cl1. But when you are writing the chemical formula and when you are writing the charge, no need to write with them. Here we are writing only plus plus plus, negative 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 for 1. So when you are writing here Na1 Cl1, no need to write 1 with that. So what is our chemical formula for sodium chloride? That is NaCl. Now next we are taking here the example of zinc oxide. Now which two elements are present here? One is zinc and second is oxide. Now how many? What is the valency of zinc here? Just check. Plus 2. And what is the valency of oxygen? Check from here. Minus 2. So on crisscross, what you get here? Zn2. You have to write the valency of second one with the first. Zn2O2. Now just check here. Here you get the two number, that is 2 and 2. Both the number are coming in a single table. So you have to cancel that and write the chemical formula as it is Zn0. Cancel this 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2. This is the way when you are getting the number in a single table, you have to cancel that. So what is the chemical formula of zinc oxide now? That is Zn0. Next we are taking the example of aluminium oxide. How many elements are, which two elements are present here? One is aluminium and second is oxide. What is the valency of aluminium? Check from here. Plus 3. What is the valency of then that is -2. Now crisscross, getting here Al2O3. This is the chemical formula of aluminium oxide. Just check here, here is 2 and 3. Both are different number. Both are not coming in a single table. So we are writing here Al2O3. Next example, we are taking here ammonium carbonate. Now, which two elements are here? NH4 ammonium and carbonate is O3. Now, what is the valency of ammonia? Check here. That is +1. And valency of carbonate is -2. Now, do crisscross. These are polyatomic ion. What I said in the rules, when you are writing the polyatomic ion, you have to write that in a enclosed bracket. So, when writing ammonia with the valency of second, you have to put here enclosed bracket. Then you have to write the valency of the second element. NH4 twice CO3. This is the chemical formula of ammonium carbonate. This is all about the valency. Thank you and have a nice day.